Hey guys, BBI here. I want to stop and say thanks for tuning in and checking out whatever the video is about that's about ready to come up next. If you could take a minute and hit subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoy what you've seen here, make sure to hit the like button. We'd greatly appreciate your support. Anyhow, guys, all that aside, let's get on with the show. Well, gentlemen, we are here today, and probably a little bit of tomorrow, to create something for mine, to create something of mine for someone else. This is for our friend, Mr. Jerry, and he owned, past tense. He used to own a transmission shop. And so we had given him the dubious nickname of something else. We're just going to call you Mr. J. We're going to create a 6-pill. I know. Shocker, since I just did one. This one's a little different. Different cabinet, you got a different layout, a little bit different design. A little bit. Okay, 6 transistors in their holes. Let's screw them down. Well, Mr. J, here we go. 1% matched caps, and 10 ohms are down, pill strips are down, transistors are soldered in. So let's go over here. Let's grab 1, let's grab 2, let's grab 3 of these. 1, 2, 3 of these. I think over here, yep. Crinkle, crinkle, rattle, rattle. Grab 3 of these. Let's continue on, sir. Well, this is what I've spent the last couple hours doing, like 3, is taking it from the bare transistor strips to fully loaded output and input transformers in your power distribution network in. So, next step is we're going to put our balancing or flyback resistors down between the input and the output sections. And then I think what we'll do is get our input capacitance in play, get our input chokes on, and we'll get our output capacitance on, and we'll start thinking about what we're going to do with relay, output splitter, or output combiner, and input splitter. So basically the same thing we do every day, just insert, thrust, repeat, insert, thrust, repeat, insert, thrust, repeat, insert, thrust, repeat. Well, we're out here just trudging right along. We got all the chokes for the Class C circuit put in. We got our relay installed. We got our splitters and our combiner put in. Power wire. I think it's time for us to slide it inside of its cabinet, and let's make it have a home. We're just like 1 second away from having this done. Keying circuits in this thing. Power wire, we got a power wire and a ground. Oh, I got your ground wire hole. Shut. Not quite ready, but we're close. real close. Real close. Well, gentlemen, let's zoom on in here and let's see what we got going on for a pass-through. I get asked this all the time. What does this do, BBI? And I say the same thing. It measures the RF. It comes out of this piece of wire, goes down, goes through the relay and all its connections and back out, and out to the dummy load. And this is our SWR over frequency. So let's zoom on in here now that we've explained that again. Okay. So what we're looking at is the red little arrow marker. See that sucker dance back and forth on the screen? Isn't that pretty? Okay, so roughly channel 1427.144. We have a 1.4 megahertz or 1.4 SWR, and then all the way out at 37 megahertz, while outside the 10 meter band. And this is just RF passing through the box. Otherwise, you receive and you transmit when the amplifier's off. Right? Okay, Mr. J. If I go in here and I take this capacitor and I just touch it, look at that. That's sexy? Okay, so yeah, by the way, I've made even more progress on this. We've got our strain relief for our power wire, we've got our ground nut hooked up, output tuning tube, and we're gonna do our input tune, then I do on-off switch and wire in the remote, but what we're focused on right this second is adding this little cap. We got our cap hooked up. Go ahead and hook up our coax here. And let's zoom on in here. And we're going to hit this one little button here. Poof. 1.0 all the way across the band. We're going to call that good. So that means that this amplifier has got zero coupling with the dummy load. So it means we can hook up whatever length of coax we want to this. Whatever crazy shit, although I strongly suggest it be a 3, 6, 9, 12, 18 foot, something like that. You got me? Okay. Length of coax from here to the radio, and when you put this in line, the radio's gonna be like, yeah, we're good. That's with the amplifier off, by the way. And that's with this little fancy dance machine. Oh, that costs more than the Pope's jet, tells me. Okay, Mr. J, you're all done. It's all tuned out, power wires are in it, everything is running. So, let's show you how she operates. So right here we got our 1000 watt slug and peak. We got our 1000 and average. Of course, our 5 watt slug back from the Bird 10,000 watt dummy load, and we're running right at 15 volts. And we're gonna skip right over the bench 2950. And we're going to go directly to the Stryker 955 D-Rail bench radio. We have the average cranked all the way to 11, and then I have the peak cranked all the way to 11. Hello. That being a 1000 watt slug, that's about 120 watts worth of drive. 120 watts worth of drive does this to the meter. Hello, audio. Well over 400 Bird. Well over 1000 watts peak. So we'll go ahead, we'll turn the multiplier on here, boys and girls. And as we all know from literally thousands of videos made just by me and everybody else on the face of the internet, this hash mark right here between the 40 and the 60, that's 1000, 12, 14, 16, 18, 2000. Okay? Alrighty then. So hitting this with a 120 watt radio on 15 volts gets us about 1380 and some change. About 1350, give or take. But here's the fun part. Yeah, it's a low input tune. Hello, 11111111111. Hello, 111. Hello, 11. Everything's happy. It's very happy to be here. Hello. Okay. So, everybody happy? I'm happy. It's happy. Cruise around all day long doing 1,300 plus watts, 1,400 plus watts. Or you can get yourself something like this. It's a Striker 497. It's got a single pill 2290 in the back of it, modified by me, or 2879 in the back of it, modified by moi. Go back down to 1X. So now full deflection on the meter, otherwise I need to move it all the way to the right, over on the 100 watt side of the meter scale there. That's 1,000 watts. So, doing about 150, 160 watts going in. 150 to 160 watts going in. Just pull the multiplier back on. Translates to about 1,600 watts peak. And it wants to give more. Think about that. It's like a 10 to 1 plus ratio. And our input tune is still beautiful. So, needless to say, knowing how this guy's going to run it, which is going to be like a grandma driving to church on Sunday, I don't think I got anything to worry about whatsoever. The remote is a standard remote, by the way, Mr. J. The tip, just the tip, is hot. And then the return collar is the remote for the amp to turn on. So if you take the tip and the collar and you touch them together, click, amplifier will turn on. Well, here's your lid. Let's put it on the amplifier and let's get the vinyl on it. I said downtown, hello, audio. I know, don't quit my day job. I know you're all voting for it. But you're done. You are done. Simple, easy peasy, simple. I am going to take this thing and I'm going to send it to Mr. Big Rig himself, and he's going to get it to you. Apparently Big Rig is not going to come join us down in Las Vegas. To all of you that know who I am and are interested in one, meeting up, or two, getting me some equipment that needs to be repaired, I will be in Las Vegas this next weekend. So hit me up on the telephone, and I will make it so that either one, I'm available to you to meet up with you to pick up your equipment, or two, if I need to drop something off, don't hesitate to give me a call. I will gladly load up whatever is yours here, and I will bring it to you there, because I'm completely out of space over here. So, yeah, Viva Las Vegas. Got to drop some stuff off and go hang out with one of my buddies down there. Well, 2, 3, 4 of my buddies down there. 5 of my buddies down there. I got to do a business trip. I got to zing down there and zing back. But my buddy Zane was going to come meet up with me in Vegas, and he's deciding to pull the tampon and say he can't come because he's got to go move into his new thingamabob he's got going. I don't know. He's busy. At least he didn't pull the COVID card, right? Well, anyhow, gentlemen, we're out. I'm going to put this one and check this one off in the done pile, and I'm going to move on to other things. This week we got a bunch of stuff coming up for sale. We got a 24 pill coming up for sale this week, a 4 pill and a 2 pill and a 6 pill, all coming up for sale here right after this. Sorry, gentlemen, I've been very busy. I know I haven't done a lot of YouTube videos lately, but it takes a minute to get the content ball rolling. It is what it is. Believe me, they're going to start coming out on a more regular basis, like 3 or 4 a week, like what everybody's used to seeing. Have faith. We're over here moving forward every single day, one step in front of the other. Gentlemen, my name is BBI. Without a shadow of a doubt, I am the biggest mud duck in Idaho. Now, what that actually counts for or means or equivalates to, God and country only knows. there's something I can do to help you out. You have a question about something, give me a call. Oh yeah, and I don't work on radios. I don't work on radios. But I know lots of people that do. I'll see you, gentlemen. I appreciate every single one of you. Click, click.